So, security appliances. Here's the fun part, right? Let's. We got our procedures in place. We got our employees in place, and they know the training. They know what to expect, what not to do. So let's put some appliances out there and let them do their thing, and let's catch some bad guys on the back end, and let's let our team get to work and do some threat hunting, right? Um, I would pump the brakes on that. Just make sure. Um, well, let's start from the beginning. Security appliances. What am I talking about? I'm talking about more of the firewalls, your antivirus, your DOPs, things, these security tools that security professionals use in order to see any type of data leaks, any type of people snooping the network, um, in order to either turn away any type of incident or to mitigate any type of vulnerabilities that we may have. Okay, so I'm not saying that you shouldn't have these in place ready to go, but I'm saying that you shouldn't go out here and spend tens of thousands of hundreds of thousands of dollars trying to get all these things set up, if not millions of dollars. Trying to get all these things set up in order to protect data that's within your network, especially if you're a small company, a startup company, or maybe you're a small knit company, maybe 5 employees. Maybe you don't need all of those things. More than likely, you already have a lot of security appliances already in your network set up, ready for you to go. I just would suggest that you take control of it and be able to harness the appliances that you already have at your fingertips. So let's talk about those. Firewalls. From your internet service provider, they give you a router that's probably already got a firewall installed and actually running. Now, here's where I say you need to take ownership of it and see what you're actually filtering out, see what's actually coming in. If not, you should get in contact with a service provider, see if they can actually have someone to monitor that stuff for you. Um, a good example of that will be Astra. Is a cybersecurity company that can go onto your network, see the traffic that's coming in and out of your network, and be able to filter out those vulnerability. I'm sorry, those threats that they deem to be harmful to your network. So having a type of control over your network like that gives you way more power than just letting things be. You already have some things in place. Antivirus, 9 times out of 10, Windows products already come with a antivirus product pre-installed with Windows Defender, and it's automatically updated with the Windows update that's pushed out on a monthly basis. But a lot of times, users don't actually update their PCs. So we need to get in a process of actually updating our PCs and keeping that Defender updated. Okay, so the more that our antivirus can have signatures in order to detect different types of viruses, then the better it can work when it comes to detecting those changes in files and seeing if there's a trace of a virus or a Trojan or something malicious sitting on our PC, and being able to quarantine that as quick as possible. Now, having it, if you're going through your whole process of knowing what we want to protect, how we want to protect it, how we want to keep availability for our customers, going back to the very first thing we talked about was the CIA triad. If we have all of those things in place, then we know what type of appliances that we might want to look into. A prime example I want to give is a DLP solution. So a DLP solution will look at sensitive information that's leaving your network and being able to flag it or stop it if it needs to be, if you deem it to be sensitive and you don't want it to leave your network. Now, if you don't need sensitive information to be tracked as such, then maybe a DLP solution is not for you. Okay. But if you are in that realm, of business and you have sensitive information such as let's say a dentist's office, and you have client information and you don't want that client information leaving out unnoticed or unprotected, then you might want to have a small DOP in place in order to see that information coming in or leaving out, and being able to flag someone to say, hey, you had a Excel spreadsheet full of clients' information, security numbers, and insurance policy numbers, and you were sending them out to an email, and you didn't have permission to do so. And so now we can put a stop to that type of leakage, and you can always have a kind of a peace of mind that you have an appliance looking for those type of things. But if you're a business such as a candy shop, and you don't necessarily need that information of the customer, you just need the information of your supplier, then maybe your needs are a little bit different, and you don't need to actually spend the money in that aspect. Or maybe we can have a tool that you already have pull a kind of a more basic uh, a basic function of a DLP product. Sometimes these securities appliances, they can do multiple things. They just don't do multiple things as good as the appliance that will do only one thing. Okay, so if you don't really necessarily need a product, you can maybe have a product do two things, but they just won't do it as well. Okay, and then we need to put in for that gap that we have, or that we have created, we might want to put a policy in place, maybe a procedure in the place, so where we have our clients go around that gap in order to close that thing up. Okay, so this is a way of how to actually talk through your policies and procedures, and seeing what type of appliances that we need to put in place when it comes to protecting our network.